So, this is to give advice to all men out there. All men. All men need to be aware of this fact, basically. This fact that could harm their lives and is very dangerous for men. What it is that men need to understand the risks of dealing with women romantically. When a man romances a woman, even if he just kisses a woman, he is placing himself at risk of being falsely accused of acting improperly. If a man kisses a woman, even kisses a woman, the woman could claim that the kiss was not wanted and that he imposed himself on her. That he was an aggressor and she was a victim. The man would have no way of refuting such a claim. If a woman says that the man acted improperly and he kissed her when she didn't want to be kissed, the man would have no way of defending himself from that accusation. If a woman says he did something wrong, then the whole of society assumes that he did something wrong. The woman is believed and the man is believed to be at fault every time. The man is seen as bad, basically, in comparison with a woman. Now that's just the kiss. And the man could be in big trouble over that. But then, of course, we come to sex. When a man has sex with a woman, he is placing his life at great risk of harm, of legal harm. Anytime a man has sex with a woman, he may be accused of acting improperly, of having sex with her against her will, so that he would be seen as a rapist, in other words. A man has no way to refute such a claim. And this applies to whether the man knows the woman well or not. But this is particularly about unknown women. When a man first gets to know a woman romantically and first has sex with her. Basically, if a woman wants to claim that the sex was not wanted and that was imposed on her, and that so that she didn't have a choice, so that he was essentially a rapist, in other words, a man would have no way of refuting such a claim. If a woman says he's a rapist, then he is regarded as a rapist, and that is it. There is no complexity to the situation. There is no counter-argument. If a woman says he acted improperly in a romantic way, then he is assumed to be at fault. A man cannot defend himself in such a situation. So men need to be aware of this. This is an awful reality for men when dealing with women romantically. Any man that has romance with a woman is placing himself at risk, severe risk, of being falsely accused of acting improperly. And I can't think of anything a man can do to defend himself from false claim of acting improperly. Men need to be aware of this. Men need to understand the position they're in when they're dealing with a woman in today's society, when they're dealing with a woman romantically. False accusation is not uncommon, and a man is deeply at risk when dealing with a woman romantically. It's simply the way it is. And the behavior of women, thanks to feminism, there is a large proportion of toxic women in our environment, and men need to be aware of this. So when a man even kisses a woman, he is placing himself at risk. Particularly when a man has sex with a woman, he is placing himself at severe risk of legal harm. If the woman claims that he did something wrong, that she did not want to be kissed, and she did not want to have sex with him, so that he was a rapist, in other words, the man would have no way of refuting such a claim. And men need to be aware of this. They need to appreciate what position they're in when dealing with a woman romantically. It is an awful reality for men as things stand presently. So this is important information for men to protect themselves from false accusation. It can happen. It does happen. Try not to place yourself at risk. As I said, this is an awful reality for men.